Alright, so for Emma's look, we're going to go in with a pore minimizing foundation. She has a pretty flawless face, so we're going to apply it all over, and I'm just dotting it all over, and I'm blending in with a beauty blender. I love using the beauty blender. It just makes it look so natural, which is what we're going to go for because she does have a very natural face. I'm going in with this brightening concealer because I have horrible dark circles and they need to be covered up. And of course, Emma has a very natural look. The concealer is looking a little bright and too white, but that will be fixed in just a little bit. For Emma's eyebrows, we are going to brush them through. She has very natural eyebrows. She does have quite of a high arch. So that's kind of what I'm going for, and just filling in any gaps that I might have in my natural brows. And I'm just brushing through my eyebrows just to kind of make them a little flatter, if that makes sense, and just a little bit more groomed. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of a powder just to set all the concealing and all the foundation on my face and kind of matte out my face a little bit more because Emma does have a pretty matte look. She does not have any kind of highlighter or any kind of shine to her face. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of contouring. So I'm using this pretty fluffy brush, but it's kind of thin and it's perfect to use in the hollows of my cheeks and just adding in a little bit more shape to my face because Emma does have pretty sculpted cheeks and a pretty sculpted face. I have more of a round face, so I need all the help that I can get. I'm also taking this contour around my forehead just to make my forehead a little bit smaller or look a little bit smaller because Emma does have a very small forehead, and then just contouring my nose a little bit because I do have a big nose that needs a little bit of help. Next, I'm going in with a little bit of a blush. She does have a very tiny hint of pink on her cheeks. Now we're going to take a little bit of bronzer and just add it to the high points of the face, so just the forehead, the cheeks, and the chin. The eyes, I am using the Carly Bible palette and I am taking the lightest shade all over the lid, so from top to bottom. Emma doesn't have a whole lot going on her top lid, but we will come back to it just to define a little bit more in just a minute. Now I'm actually moving on to my lower lash line and I'm using 3 different colors for that. So I think she has a little bit of a tint of purple or like burgundy on the lower lash line because it looks kind of reddish to me, but also with a warmth tone to it. So I'm using like a brown, medium brown, and a burgundy color mixed together, and then just using that on the lower lash line for a little bit more of a defined look. Now I'm taking the fluffy end of the brush and just kind of blending that through so it looks a little bit more natural. Then going in with a fluffy brush and the 2 brown shades that I use for underneath my eye to give the eye a little bit more definition and more depth. Then I am taking a little bit of that burgundy color that I mixed in with the brown colors for underneath my eye, just for a tiny bit extra definition in that crease and to make the eye stand out a little bit more. Now this is the tricky part, guys. This is the eyeliner. Now Emma has a very fine line on her upper eyelid. So the eyeliner, I played around with it for a little while because you do want it to be a little bit winged, but you don't want it to be too outside the lines, if that makes sense. You don't want it to be too long. So just kind of play around with the shape that you want to go for, but make it real close to the lashes. And you want to make sure that the wing is not too crazy and out of control. So you want to keep it simple and as natural as possible. All right, next I'm adding mascara to my top lashes. Emma does not have bottom lash mascara, so make sure you add plenty of top lash mascara because that is one of her signature looks. For the lips, I'm using a very natural color. This is Kylie Cosmetics Candy K lip color, and it is very, very natural. Next is the fun part. Now, as you guys can tell, I do not have blonde hair, so I wanted to be really true to Emma's look and do a blonde wig. So here we are putting on the wig cap, and I am not the best at putting this on. This is my first time ever putting on a wig cap, so just bear with me here. Don't know if this is the way you're supposed to be doing it, but I'm just tucking in all my hair at the very, very bottom of that, and then just using a couple of bobby pins to secure the wig cap to my head. Now it is time to put the wig on, and you probably want to mess around with that until you get it how you wanted it to be and make it look as natural as possible. So I am just tugging on the back and kind of covering up any of my natural hair that was showing from back there, and then pulling my ears from underneath the wig. So whenever I was looking at pictures of Emma, I saw one where she was wearing a gray hat, and I found this hat in my boyfriend's closet, so I thought that was perfect for the look. And of course, you cannot not have the red leather jacket. This is Emma's signature jacket that she wears in every episode, pretty much. So here is a completed look, everybody. What do y'all think? I think I got pretty close. I will leave the links down below for my jacket and my wig. I got both of these from Amazon. The blue jeans are just a pair of skinny jeans that I got from my closet. The boots are from Charming Charlie from last year, but they're just a pair of black over the knee boots, and then underneath I have a gray just kind of thermal top with a white tank underneath. And I hope you guys enjoy this look, and I'll see y'all in my next video.